it's not necessarily name your place, but really if you ask that question, I hate going to this card, but there's not too many coaches that have won Super Bowls, Austin. Doug Peterson has. And he did it in Philly.
No, I get that point.
And he did it with two quarterbacks.
But then why isn't he still there?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it alludes to the fact that he didn't get along with ownership. It wanted to be Doug Peterson's way or the highway, and obviously that didn't gel with a lot of people. Listen, I think Bill Belichick maybe isn't the easiest guy to work with sometimes, but the resume speaks for itself. I guess, and once again, I know you have that Super Bowl ring at your disposal. Does the resume of Doug Peterson speak enough, even though there was the falling out with ownership, to say, hey, we want to go after this guy? We want to give this guy another chance to build up our culture here at a new team? Do you think it warrants enough?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think, again, and this is coming from a guy who's not the biggest Peterson fan. I just feel like if there are 5, 6, 7 jobs open, heck, 3 or 4 jobs open, I'm a big new blood fan, but Doug Peterson's young enough and has won a Super Bowl and has been around it and has handled probably some things that not everybody else has had to handle, being in Philly and all that stuff, that I think, yeah, man, I'd sign up for Doug Peterson. I think I would. And a lot of that depends probably on my quarterback. But I think there's something that could end up happening good for Doug Peterson over the next season while he sits out this year. That is, and I'm not rooting for this, I'm just saying, if Carson Wentz is just in Indianapolis and Frank Reich can't figure it out and get it right for Carson Wentz, I think that's going to help Peterson, because then they'll be like, yeah, I mean, Wentz wasn't that good the last couple of years, and, well, look at him. He's still not that good. I mean, that's a good excuse. Your quarterback just kind of went in the tank. What happened? I mean, what happened? I think that could help him. I also think it will help a little bit if Philly's not that good, and I don't really anticipate them being that good based on the way they're constructed. So I think those two factors will actually raise Peterson's profile and give him some outs and excuses like, hey, Philly was kind of a mess. I didn't know what was going on anyway. So, yeah, I think Peterson's going to get another gig anyway if he wants one. But I think those two things could actually elevate him in getting a bigger gig, if you will.
Let me ask you this question. Between Doug Peterson and Gruden, who do you want more? Because Gruden obviously has won a Super Bowl himself. Has probably a little bit longer tenure in terms of coaching overall. But would you take Gruden or would you take Peterson?
That's a good call. It's a really good one. And it's a good one because of this. They have a similar personality, And I would say, I'm a Gruden fan, by the way. So I would probably say Gruden.
Yeah.
Although I didn't love the absence for Gruden. I think it's one thing to be connected to the game. It's a different thing to be in the, in it. In it and in a building in what has passed you by. So I like that Peterson has done it more recently. I would take Gruden because I'm more of a Gruden fan. But again, I don't have a problem with Peterson if he's the coach of my team, I think, and I've got a quarterback especially I like.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not wrong there. I just think in the NFL, I get it, the Super Bowl means a lot. But keep in mind, Lovie Smith went to a Super Bowl. Now, he didn't win it, lost to Tony Dungy and the Colts. Lovie Smith goes to a Super Bowl, and some short time later has a winning season, and he still gets fired. And it wasn't a high coaching commodity after that, it seems like. And now he's coaching in college.
Yeah, true. Bossman Nick says we got to go. Break time. Football at 5 on the way on ESPN 690. Prime Carwash, Beach Blvd, San Jose. Come on out and visit us.
Here in the Sunshine State, we live in 2 time zones. We cheer for 3 NFL teams. We have over 3 million men over the age of 45, and over half suffer from ED or PE. If you're having problems in the bedroom, you'll see results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center, guaranteed, or your consultation is free. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Brown. If pills like Viagra have let you down, Prime Men's Medical Center has custom blended medications to help you last longer in the bedroom, regardless of age or past medical history, with no pain and no surgery. You'll see results right in the office, guaranteed, or your exam is free. Patients are now lasting 30, 60, 90 minutes or longer, and it's affordable.
Contact Prime Men's Medical Center to schedule a private consultation. Call 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Well, the Ding Dong Doorbell Camera Company is at it again, and this time they're sharing your internet with your neighbors, and there's no way for you to know which neighbors. Isn't that nice? Some internet providers could even flag your account because this very likely goes against your internet agreement. Allowing strangers to connect to your internet is inherently risky. Did you know that sharing your internet connection could pose a risk that third parties could even get access to all of your data, all the banking, all the information that goes back and forth across your Wi-Fi? They could hack into that. That's why smart shoppers only use SafeTouch security. A SafeTouch system assures you complete peace of mind that you have the best security available. Even your cameras are protected by SafeTouch systems. With a SafeTouch system, you can not only get the fastest possible emergency response, you have complete control of your system, your cameras, your internet, and systems start as low as $29.95. Call for a free demo and a consultation today. I think you'll be impressed. That's safetouch.com. State license number EF0000233.
No matter what you are driving, you can step up to luxury now at any of the Fields Auto Group dealerships in Jacksonville. Cadillac, Jaguar, Land Rover, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche. Yes, it's luxury for less at all Fields Auto Group locations in Jacksonville. Plus, you'll also be part of their exclusive Fields Amenities program, where you will get complimentary loaners, car washes, and cafes. So whatever you're driving, see Fields first and step up to luxury for less during this amazing opportunity. Visit fieldsauto.com.
Hey, I'm Carrie.
And I'm Bruce. We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Did you know that according to the Department of Energy, heating and cooling account for almost half of the home's energy use and expense? We started our insulation business because we wanted to help people save money on those energy bills and live a healthier life.
Schedule a free evaluation today at koalainsulation.com.
Koala Insulation. Clean, knowledgeable, and trusted.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you're looking for a little more out of your engine. Some fuel treatment could help. Right now, we've got buy one, get one free on Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner. Plus a $1 bonus reward for AutoZone Rewards members. Not a member? Don't worry. You can join the program fast here at the store or on AutoZone.com. Get what you need fast and get the job done easier.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
Trade pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
The Game 4 loss to the Hawks in the NBA East Finals, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski and Zach Lowe. The ligaments in the Bucks star's knee are sound. No word yet on a timetable for his return. If Giannis is out an extended amount of time, Milwaukee doesn't have much of a chance of beating Atlanta, says ESPN NBA analyst Jordan Schultz.
I'd say 10% or 12%, Max. I think, first of all, it's not just losing Giannis, it's the psychological element of it. And this was the best opportunity that they've ever had, and they know it. And so to lose your franchise centerpiece, who really is the face of that city, not just the franchise, it's a really tough blow.
Jordan Schultz on the Max Kellerman Show. Suns tonight can move on to the NBA Finals for the first time in 28 years with a victory in Game 6 of the West Finals against the Clippers. 8:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio and ESPN TV. LA's Kawhi Leonard's sprained knee is still out.
What? Just 15 seconds to talk about Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea? That smooth taste of real brewed iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol? What? We started already? Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for it in the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station. Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
Now, I'll be the first to tell you, if Cam Damn Newton stinks up the joint with these dudes that they went out and got and the playmakers that came back on the defensive side of the ball, and the New England Patriots are not competitive within their division, they need to bench his ass. In fact, cut him during the middle of the year. I'll be the first to say it. But I don't believe that that's going to happen.
Keyshawn Johnson, Jay and Zubin as well in the morning. Right here on ESPN 690, 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. You got Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690, 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. You all right?
Cam Damn Newton?
I know, I love it. That was pretty good. Kind of wish I thought of it.
I mean, okay, I guess. Like, I'll give it a passing grade, but
put some emphasis on it, man. Sometimes you need to punch that thing.
Cam Damn Newton. All right.
Hey, we are live at Prime Carwash, Beach Blvd. There's also a San Jose location here in town, and we probably already have gotten this accomplished, but yeah, you can give it a try. Maybe we get another one through the door. First person to say you've been listening on ESPN 690, come on by, say that, and you get a free car wash from Prime Car Wash at each location. And like I said, I can't monitor that, but maybe they'll slide another winner our way.
Yeah.
Who knows? So come on out. Can't hurt to ask. And at the very least, you get a nice car wash as the sun is now shining. It's been a tough week or so to get that car wash, but the sun is shining, at least right here on Beach Boulevard. Special thanks to all the folks here at Prime Car Wash for having us out, Zach especially, but also been watching the guys work today. A lot of the folks here, some of the employees have been very helpful. James, David, Brandon, Steve, Sean, Austin, CT Legault as well. So we appreciate those folks for helping us out here at Prime Car Wash, Beach Boulevard. Location open until 7 o'clock. By the way, they got a big special coming up in July. Show a competitor sticker. Get 20% off any membership for new members only. Submarine Mike just tweeted in and said he's a member here at Prime Car Wash. All right. Over, under for the Jags wide receivers. This was your idea, so take it away. Where are we going? To last year's stats and see if they can do better?
Well, yep, let's show a little respect here for running backs and tight ends as well. We're going to do the receiving core in general. James Robinson last year had 49 receptions, 3 touchdowns, 344 yards. Over or under for James Robinson?
Under all day. This is the easiest one, right? Okay. I mean, they put a lot on his plate. This is where some of that 93% workload came in. I think that was the number from a production standpoint. You can back him off. And by the way, he did a fantastic job. I'm not saying he can't catch it. This is not an indictment on him. But now you got ETN, you got all these other weapons. This will shave off some of the receptions and yardage and touchdowns and the rest for James Robinson.
Yeah, I agree as well. Travis Etienne, we're going off his college numbers from 2020.
Woo-hoo.
48 receptions, 588 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Over or under receiving for Travis Etienne?
Now, this is an interesting one, Austin, because here's the deal. You said 48 receptions, but I think for 500 and something yards.
Yes.
If you do the math on that, I think that's pretty good per reception average, like over 10.
Off the top of my head, that would probably be about a 12.3.
Oh, 12.3. That was quick math.
Yeah, thank you to sportsreference.com.
You bet. So I'm going to go – here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over on receptions. I'm going to go under on yardage. And I'm going to go over on the 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So I just don't think here's the thing. The college game is different. And I think he'll be explosive at times, but not to that degree of 12 yards a catch out of the backfield. I don't see that happening.
See, now I'm curious to see what Alvin Kamara had his first year. And,
yeah, that'd be good.
But we must carry on forward. That's another conversation for another time. Go ahead and give me – see, I think it's going to be 48 receptions. I think it's going to be over for the receptions, over for the yards, and over for the touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm all in on Travis Etienne. DJ Chark. This one could be easy. We'll see here. 53 yards receiving, 53 receptions, 706 yards receiving, 5 touchdowns.
Over all day. DJ is going to bounce back. DJ had a frustrating year last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a great place. And I'm rooting like heck for DJ to have a big year because then it's the contract and all the rest. So Yeah, over in all facets.
And plus, Urban Meyer loves him, so you get the sense that the ball is going to be coming his way a lot.
Yeah, and this is a great example of, okay, Trevor, what can you do for DJ? You know? In the past, it's been, hey, DJ, hey, Allen Robinson, hey, Alan Hearns, hey, Marquise Lee, hey, all these guys. What can you do for Blake Bortles? Or what can you do for Blaine Gabbert? Now it's, hey, Trevor, what can you do for a guy like DJ Chark? I think Trevor has a chance to help DJ earn some money, and DJ is going to have to take Trevor out to dinner.
I like it. Laviska Shenault, 58 receptions, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Oof, that's a tough one.
See, because, I mean, here's where I'm coming from with this one, and I'll let you go. I think the easy answer would be, oh, yeah, over, because, you know, he was a rookie last year. They seem to like him. He's going to be featured more just as a receiver. So, like, you like all the overs on this. But at the same time, if you have a guy like Travis Etienne, and we have other receivers coming up as well, we got to break down, you wonder if there's going to be enough balls to go around for Laviska Shenault.
And I agree with you. I got to take some. Listen, I'm going to try to run the ball a little bit too, you know. So they're not just going to throw it 50 times a game. And you're right. The numbers just won't work out. I do get an extra game now.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So, but I don't think this is an indictment on Laviska. I do think he'll have less catches, though. But I think he'll have an opportunity to make more bigger plays, if you will. But it will be with less numbers. Let me just characterize this a little bit more.
Okay.
It'll be under those numbers, but I think there'll be more meaningful catches, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Big third downs, touchdowns. Like, I think his touchdowns could actually be up because I think they'll score more, you know?
Yeah. So you got down in receptions, down in yardage, and up in touchdowns.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards as well. I don't want to copy you, though. So,
you can. It's okay.
Yeah. You know what? Give me just a slight bump up in yardage. I'm going to go lower on the receptions, and I'm going to go up on the the touchdown. Excuse me. So, lower on receptions, more in yardage, more in touchdowns. All right.
Okay. Good.
Next one we got Marvin Jones Jr. Once again, obviously coming from his season last year with the Lions. 76 receptions, 978 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns.
Okay. I've got to go under. He's been so good and so consistent. But I'm going to go slightly under here. I think he's going to be good for this football team. I'm not going to say he's going to be a disappointment. And, again, that doesn't mean he's going to be a disappointment. I think it's just a lot more to spread around. I think he's going to be very comparable to that. Maybe the touchdowns are a bit high. I think his touchdowns will certainly come down, even though 3 out of the last 4 seasons he's had 9 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's been a touchdown machine in his career, like 52 touchdowns in his career, I think the number is. But I do think he comes down slightly. When we look at these numbers, this is going to be very close to last year's production, but just slightly under.
Yeah. See, I think depending on where they put him, I'm going to take Marvin Jones. Receptions are going to be higher. I think yards will be just a smidge lower, and go ahead and give me touchdowns lower as well. Colin Johnson, who actually had a surprisingly all things considered, it's okay. 18 receptions, 272 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, this is my guy. I like him. I'm going to root for him. I'm going to say they use him better in situations. He still offers something that's very different to this receiving core, and I think they'll take advantage of it. Trevor can put it right on the numbers for this guy in the red zone. I'm taking over all day on all 3.
Okay. Let's go to the tight ends now. James O'Shaughnessy. Last year he had 28 receptions, 262 yards receiving, 0 touchdowns.
I'd take over almost by default for James. I think James is coming. He's coming along. He's got to stay healthy again. I think he will. He can. That's not absurd numbers. So yeah, I'll take the over.
And last but not least, let's go with Chris Manhertz. Last year,
4 catches,
6 receptions, 52 yards, 0 touchdowns. How do you like him for him?
Yeah, I'll go over, I guess.
Yeah.
Again, a very modest over. This is not like waving the banner of tight end you.
No, for sure. And I'll throw Luke Farrell stats in there as well, but I mean, it's much of the same, and it is what it is. And plus, I typed in Luke Farrell, and a baseball pitcher came up. So
of course, it does. Yes.
So Luke Farrell, last year, let's see. 65 hits given up, 42 runs, 38 earned runs, 14 home runs given up and 40 walks.
Yeah, he'll be playing for the Jumbo Shrimp through September. And Tim Tebow, you said over, right? In his numbers?
Well,
won't take much. Just takes a roster spot.
I mean, you want to go off high school numbers? What are we talking about here? Yeah.
So,
Pop Warner numbers?
How many passes did he catch at Trinity Christian that
have
first
no
year
idea.
before he went to Nice?
Couldn't tell you.
I couldn't either. But that's why you can be a little rosy about the numbers on the receiving and even running backs, because there's still not a lot to rely on in the tight end room from a pass-catching situation. Can the Jags figure that out? Can they make more opportunity for those guys? Like I said, maybe by default because the numbers aren't so big. But there are plenty of footballs for those outside guys, and even James Robinson and ETN. Going to be interesting. I hope we save this. We got to write this down. When we did this, we'll go back and listen to it. At the we don't do that often enough. But I think that's a fascinating exercise because what I wonder, Austin, is if you ask Schottenheimer and Bevel and Urban, how would they like to see that layout? Like in an ideal world, this guy has this many catches, or between 40 and 50, or between 70 and 80. I wonder where they would go with that kind of question if you really asked them, like behind the scenes.
It's a good call. Yeah.
Hey, good call might be coming out the Prime Carwash. That's where we are. We're here until 6 o'clock on ESPN 690. Actually, 5:45. Handoff to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game coming up at 5:45 as they are playing a little bit of a double dip, making up a suspended game from last night. We continue football at 5 when we come back. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690.
Now, the first alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly cloudy skies tonight with a few brief showers as temperatures drop into the lower 70s. Your Thursday will be partly sunny, very warm and humid. A few afternoon showers and storms with highs in the upper 80s. From the First Alert Weather Center, I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, where for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years, only at Beard's Diamonds.
Thunderstorms may be common this time of year, but the shower of savings you can get this month at Beard's Diamonds is certainly special.
0% financing store-wide is back, yes.
Get zero interest financing for 5 years on anything and everything.
But hurry, this incredible free financing won't last long.
How about a $6,000 designer setting?
You pay just $100 a month.
Or a $2,500 pair of diamond studs.
You pay less than $42 a month.
Then spread your payments out over 60 months and get her that piece of jewelry that she has been dreaming of.
How about a GIA certified diamond with a Tacori or Verragio setting for $12,000?
You pay just $200 a month.
People drive from all over to Beard's Diamonds for the best prices, best selection.
And now 0% financing store-wide.
Pick out that one-of-a-kind piece, then divide your total by 60. And that's what you'll pay a month.
Beard's Town Center or BeardsDiamonds.com.
Get the lowest prices in Jacksonville guaranteed at Beard's Diamonds.
Alexa, how do I drive more customers into my business?
First, people will need to hear about you.
Okay.
Then you need to be online where they look for you.
Online, huh?
Then you need to be involved in the community. Then you need to...
Whoa. I don't have time for all that. I need to run my business. Alexa, can you help me find someone that can help me with online marketing?
Okay, searching for a local team that can help.
Local Solutions, your local marketing team putting you at the top of mind. Visit JacksonvilleLocalSolutions.com today and let us take your business to the next level so you can get back to running it. Local Solutions, powered by Cox Media Group. Marketing solved.
Injuries on the job can cause you to lose control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar Levine. Money is not coming in and your medical bills are piling up. Our legal team is here to help. We can help you file all your workers' compensation claims to make sure you get the proper benefits you're entitled to. If you've been injured on the job, call the law offices of Anajar Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
In Florida, it's not if the storms are coming, it's when the storms are coming. And that's why you need the Chief. Jacksonville's Chief Meteorologist, Mike Burrish, with a proven track record of keeping local families safe. Rain, heat, hurricanes, flooding, tornadoes. We get it all. Just more reasons why you need the Chief. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish, backed by the First Alert Weather Team. Only on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
Just be laid back. Community First makes smarter borrowing simple, so you can relax, knowing your loan fits your life and your budget. Apply at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
If you want new car selection, you've got it. That's because our friends at Arlington Toyota have over 700 new Toyotas for you to choose from. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty with unlimited time and unlimited miles and Arlington's worry-free 30-day exchange policy with your purchase. Arlington will even give you top dollar for your trade. Why buy used when you can be driving home in a new Toyota from Arlington Toyota today? Shop safely in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com. Visit arlingtontoyota.com/June for full details.
Hey, I'm Carrie.
And I'm Bruce. We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Did you know that according to the Department of Energy, heating and cooling account for almost half of the home's energy use and expense? We started our insulation business because we wanted to help people save money on those energy bills and live a healthier life.
Schedule a free evaluation today at koalainsulation.com.
Koala Insulation. Clean, knowledgeable, and trusted.
At Movember, we're more than a month. To us, every day of the year is a chance to do more. To see less preventative cancers, less male suicide, help more men live happier, healthier, longer lives. We need your support. Give monthly at Movember.com.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jax. There's a good chance you have a smart speaker, so use it with ESPN 690. Stay up to date on the Jags and all things sports by telling Alexa or Google to play ESPN 690. It's as easy as that. Make sure you listen weekdays 3 until 6 p.m. on ESPN 690. Hey, welcome back. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. I was just chuckling a little bit. Bob Herman, one of our sales guys out on ESPN 690 out here, he had, I don't know if it was his nephew or something like that, a little guy come through the car wash. It's like, yeah, he went through twice. He wanted to go through twice.
I like it.
He's like, you just enjoy the ride, right?
For sure,
I kind of
man.
remember that, man, going through the car wash like the first time. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember like back we had in our town where if you got gas, they would like the guy would actually come pump your gas, for you, and then he would like also wipe your windshield off, so it was like an attendant. You don't see those anymore.
Yeah, well, these guys will do a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah.
You got the hand wash, and you got the full detail. You got detail upgrades. You got clay bars, vision blades.
No, for sure. But
wheel blings. How about that?
I like that,
like
man.
your first truck, man. When you bought, you could have brought it here.
I could have.
Wheel blings.
No, but yeah, I'm just saying for the standpoint of that place where you go pump gas and then get like your windshield clean. Like no one's doing that anymore.
I know it.
Yeah,
I know it. But I do believe there's a place near my parents' house back home.
Okay.
That I think they still do that.
Really?
I think they still. Now I've been home in a couple years now.
Yeah.
With the pandemic and everything, but I'm pretty sure they still do that. You're right. Like that full service does not happen.
Yeah.
Happens much more up north, I think, because of the weather.
Sure.
I'm not sure if that was ever a thing down here. I'm sure it was at one time. Let's get Captain Rick Riles in right now. Florida Sportsman Fishing Report. Captain Rick, tell me the water has been better.
It has been a little bit. It's not a marked improvement, but the water's not as dirty as it has been. It's a little calmer than it has been, and the fish are biting a little better than they have been. Captain David Voorhees checked in just a few minutes ago. He had his limit of reds today and had some real nice 6 and 7 pound fish that were under the 27-inch size limit, which is just perfect for taking reds home. Also had a flounder bite. The flounder bite continues, and the unusual part about it, like we've said, Brent, is these are not the little spring fish that we generally catch. These are the bigger, fatter fall fish, and why they're here in June, I don't know, but I tell you, we welcome them, that's for sure. Offshore, it's all about mangrove snapper. The mangrove snapper are fighting very well still, even though the full moon has passed, and the kingfish have been the big disappointment. Guys, I talked to Captain Craig Sutton. He was out pre-fishing, getting ready for the Greater Jacksonville tournament, and said there was just nothing to it on the beach. He never lost a bait all day long. But we got calmer seas ahead starting tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be a decent weekend weather-wise, and all the weather we've battled this year, we'll take it, Brent, but you can count on us being back tomorrow to bring you another report brought to you by Workman's Quick Fix Plumbing.
Thanks, Captain Rick. We appreciate it. Captain Rick Rouse each and every day on Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Make sure you check out the show coming up on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN 690. Hey, remember I mentioned like free car wash. Say you listen to ESPN 690, first person at San Jose Boulevard, Beach Boulevard. How about a free full detail come by over the next hour, or really up until 7 o'clock? That's when they'll close. Free full detail. Prime Carwash, Beach Boulevard, San Jose Boulevard locations. They'll give one over there and one here where we're at the Beach Boulevard. But you got to say ESPN 690. That's where you heard it. And a free full detail. Not bad at all. If you haven't checked out Prime Car Wash, you can do it right now, but make sure you do it soon, even if you can't get over here today, as the sun is shining. Finally, some of that rain has gone away. So, hey, overall, just put a bow on what we were talking about. The receivers for the Jacksonville Jaguars, what we just did, that little exercise, Austin, kind of feel like it's going to be a pretty good year for the Jaguars receivers, right? Running backs out of the backfield, receivers on the outside, tight ends, we'll put them off to a side. But
yeah,
I would think the pass catchers are going to have a pretty nice year. At least that's the feeling we have.
I mean, you would hope so, right? You would hope that when you get an upgrade at the quarterback position, you possibly get an upgrade at the play calling position, and maybe you get an upgrade in the culture, position as well with Urban Meyer. So I think all those signs would point to you're going to see a lot more productivity from that offense, more specifically the wide receivers.
All right. How about the news out of Milwaukee now on Giannis? No structural damage to the left knee. Ligaments are sound, says Woj, but timetable to return is currently unclear.
Yeah.
The door is open, my friend, for you big Bucks fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think, because I know Embiid had something like this as well, and he was out at least a month. I mean, obviously, this is great news for Giannis Antetokounmpo, because now this means you don't have to have surgery. There's not going to be a year layoff, and you got to come back and gain your strength. It's huge news from that perspective. I think, though, in terms of the playoff run, I think he would be done, because I'm sure if you even sprain an ACL, sprain an MCL, there's going to be time to recover from that. Now, I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. But I would predict that he's probably done for the playoffs. But who knows, man? He's the Greek freak. Maybe he can surprise everybody and come back and play.
The injury situations, teams have been very coy. The Clippers most of all. Nobody believes he's playing. That is Kawhi Leonard. And they have yet to really say it and rule him out for the rest of the way. Is there any advantage to not just saying, yeah, he's done? I mean, is that just to leave hope for the team? Is that a strategical thing over these next couple of games and even into the finals? Is that just to maybe give Giannis that outside chance that he could play if the Bucks make it to the championship? I'm trying to see why, okay, is this realistic, or is this we're just not going to tell you right now?
Yeah, I think it's just more that we're not going to tell you right now. I think from a strategic point of view, I think that you have more to gain from doing like in football and stuff. But in basketball, and obviously, in basketball where it is a player-driven league and one player can make all the difference, I think we all know what's going on with Kawhi. He's probably not going to play. Now with Giannis, even if he was to come back, would he be 100%? You're not going to be as scared of Giannis as you were before. I mean, we saw this with James Harden. James Harden suffered a grade 2 hamstring tear 30 seconds into the first game. He comes back, and now, granted, as the series progressed, he got better and better. But I think it was game 3 he might have came back when he first came back, and yeah, he was literally a shell of himself. He just, he wasn't the same James Harden. So, I don't think it's really a competitive advantage trying to keep the opponent guessing. I just think it's more of we don't want to show our hand for whatever reason.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Giannis and the Bucks. Of course, they'll play again tomorrow. Clippers and Suns go tonight. The Lightning back in action tonight as well. Are you even locked in at all to the Stanley Cup? You're a hockey guy.
Yep.
I know you're a Detroit guy.
Yep.
And do you really care that much?
Nope. I mean, I'll
you don't like the Lightning, though.
I don't like the Lightning. I really don't like the Canadians either, if we're being honest with you. Yeah. It's just a nightmare situation, if we're being honest here. I'll glance at it, but it's super weird because it's not like I don't despise both teams like the Avalanche. Like, this would be so much easier if the Avalanche were in it. I'd be like, all right, who's ever playing the Avalanche better win. It's kind of like you and the Yankees. Like, whoever plays the Yankees in the World Series, they better win, despite how much you might despise the other team. With these two teams, I'm just like, I'm not fans of them. I'm kind of indifferent towards it, and I honestly. If I'm cheering for somebody, I guess it would be Montreal, because I feel like their victory parade and their celebration would be a lot more crazy since Tampa Bay just had theirs last year. So I'm probably going for Montreal, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch every minute of the Stanley Cup Finals.
It's interesting. I wonder. I mean, I think that's pretty natural, by the way. If you're not really a big fan of the teams, even if you like the sport, are you going to watch? And I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. Like, Yankees been in plenty of World Series. I feel like I watched, but I feel like I did watch more from a casual point of view, or like you were saying, just hoping that they got beat.
Yeah.
And there wasn't another team that I kind of like, I don't really like them, so I'm not even interested. So I wonder if that's more commonplace than not. I think we might find that in the NBA playoffs, for sure.
For sure.
If teams really aren't interested in Phoenix and Atlanta, and that's easy to be said. There might not be a lot of people that are interested in those, and just like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or if even Milwaukee or the Clippers, well, no Kawhi Leonard, no Giannis, and I'm not here for it.
Mm-hmm.
You could easily see that. So interesting sometimes, even the biggest of events, why some people watch and some people don't. We've said it for years in golf, right? I mean, Tiger Woods has really moved the needle. A lot of people watch the Masters, the U.S. Open, all these big, the Players' Championship, all these events. Guess what? More people watch when Tiger plays. I mean, it's that's kind of a proven fact, and so I think that's the way it is in a lot of sports as well. We got to take a break. We come back. We put a bow on the show. We're live from Prime Carwash. If you missed it, San Jose Boulevard, Beach Boulevard location. I'm just doing you a favor, folks. You want a free, full detail? First one to stop by and say it. If it hasn't happened already, just tell them you heard it on ESPN 690. Free, full detail. Oh, yeah. What a deal. We'll be back on ESPN 690.
Mike Greenberg. Greeny.
I believe Brady is the closest thing I've seen mentality-wise to Michael Jordan of any athlete. The insane competitiveness, the demand of greatness from everyone around him, all the rest of that. I believe, not only do I not believe that Tom Brady doesn't care or doesn't think about being the greatest of all time, I think he's obsessed with it.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. And watch exclusively on ESPN Plus.
Well, the Ding Dong Doorbell Camera Company is at it again, and this time they're sharing your internet with your neighbors, and there's no way for you to know which neighbors. Isn't that nice? Some internet providers could even flag your account because this very likely goes against your internet agreement. Allowing strangers to connect to your internet is inherently risky. Did you know that sharing your internet connection could pose a risk that third parties could even get access to all of your data? All the banking, all the information that goes back and forth across your Wi-Fi, they could hack into that. That's why smart shoppers only use SafeTouch security. A SafeTouch system assures you complete peace of mind that you have the best security available. Even your cameras are protected by SafeTouch systems. With a SafeTouch system, you can not only get the fastest possible emergency response, you have complete control of your system, your cameras, your internet, and systems start as low as $29.95. Call for a free demo and a consultation today. I think you'll be impressed. That's safetouch.com. State license number EF0000233.
Alexa, how do I drive more customers into my business?
First, people will need to hear about you.
Okay.
Then you need to be online where they look for you.
Online, huh?
Then you need to be involved in the community. Then you need to...
Whoa. I don't have time for all that. I need to run my business. Alexa, can you help me find someone that can help me with online marketing?
Okay, searching for a local team that can help.
Local Solutions, your local marketing team putting you at the top of mind. Visit JacksonvilleLocalSolutions.com today and let us take your business to the next level so you can get back to running it. Local Solutions, powered by Cox Media Group. Marketing solved.
Though no longer little, teens still need a lot of love. Yet teens in foster care have a harder time finding it, as 82% of foster families are home to kids 12 or younger. You can positively impact a teen's life as a foster parent. With help from Family Support Services of North Florida, you provide patience, love, and understanding, and Family Support Services will offer specialized training, resources, and a community of support. Take the next step at foster-now.org. That's foster-now.org.
There is a taste of the islands in every drop of Vida de Luis tequila, imported directly from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. Vida de Luis is the only locally owned tequila in Jax Beach. Support local and try Vida de Luis. Award-winning, smooth, all natural, no aldehydes or additives, which means wake up feeling good the next morning. Find out where you can pick up a bottle of Vida de Luis, Blanco, Reposado, or Añejo. Just visit VitaDeLuis.com. Support local and taste the islands in every drop.
At Movember, we're best known for the mustache. Well, here's the thing. Men's health deserves support year-round, which is why we're more than a month, more than mustaches. All year round, we're doing more. We're delivering more research, more treatments, doing more to help men live happier, healthier, longer lives. But we need your support, because the more we can do, the more fathers, brothers, partners, sons we can protect. Movember, more than a month. Give monthly at Movember.com.
Check this out.
Okay.
Boop. Hey, Charlie.
Do you need something? You don't have to say boop.
Boop. Hey, Charlie.
Put it down. It's not a toy. It's the way you instantly talk to your crew with Peak Push to Talk.
Boop. Hey, Charlie.
I swear to... No more missed calls or unread texts. Push to Talk is back.
I can boop nationwide. Boop. Hey, Charlie.
I'm gonna boop you right in your...
Learn more now at booptotalk.com.
Boop.
For families worried about making ends meet, we are here. For those struggling with depression, we are here. We're also here to protect kids in crisis, assist students, and help our seniors. We're Jewish Family and Community Services, and we've been here offering support to people of every age, race, and religion for more than a century. Jewish Family and Community Services, here for all. Here for Jax. Learn more at hereforjax.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Austin Lane from Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Smart speakers are becoming part of everyday life, so why not use it to listen to the radio? Tell Alexa, Google Home, or any other speaker to play ESPN 690. Give it a shot weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
The good vibes. Taste the islands and every drop of Vida de Luis tequila. 100% blue agave from Tequila, Mexico. Good vibes. It's a celebration.
VitaDeLuis.com, the place to go where you can find a bottle of tequila, Añejo, Reposado, Blanco. Locally owned tequila right here in Jax Beach, all the way from Tequila, Mexico. Go visit VitaDeLuis.com. Happy hour time here on Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Brent Martineau here at Prime Carwash. Beach Blvd location. They have a San Jose location as well. And once again, open until 7 o'clock. If you get by and you're getting your car washed and you're going to swing by and you want a free full detail, that is still in play if you say you're listening on ESPN 690, as long as somebody doesn't beat you to it. Hopefully that hasn't happened yet, and you can make it happen. Free full detail, not just a car wash. So check it out and come visit Prime Car Wash, where you can sign up for memberships. We already had Submarine Mike chime in and say, yeah, he's already a member. So we've had a few people say that as well. They like it here at Prime Car Wash. Hey, you brought this up, Austin. Rookie deals in the NFL are important. The Jacksonville Jaguars have another one now with Trevor Lawrence when it comes to the quarterback position. And you can do a lot with your team economically when you have that guy on a rookie deal, even though it's $36 million or whatever it is over 4 years. And the big payday could be coming around the corner. And you know what? You don't mind paying the big payday because that usually means you got a good quarterback. Mm-hmm. What guys have that on the horizon? We mentioned who did we mention last night? Who did we mention yesterday? Lamar Jackson. From Baltimore. Him and his mom are working on that deal.
Yep.
Will he get the kind of – he's not going to get a Patrick Mahomes kind of deal, right?
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
No, there's no way. I don't think anyone's going to get the Patrick Mahomes deal.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's like – I mean, he's what? He's about 45. I think he was around 45 million if you really average it. Now it's a whole bunch of different funny numbers in there, but it's about 45 million a year. Well, I mean, guys are upward around 40 million now. I mean, Dak Prescott and others. So,
but I think in terms of the longevity too, like, do you think that Lamar Jackson is going to have the highest contract of all time?
No. So I don't think, to your point, I don't think he's going to reach that, but it's got to be in the neighborhood, I would think, at least from an annual salary. I don't know. You bring up a good point. 10 years, yeah, I'm not sure they're buying in for 10 years. I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't think I would. I mean, and maybe that's unfair. He's been an MVP. He's won a lot of football games, so he hasn't done exactly what Mahomes has done, but he's done a lot of things.
For sure.
But I still don't know, and I think we're kind of on the same page here. I'm not sure I'm buying in for that long, but you got to ride with Lamar Jackson now, and the cost of doing business is probably at least a handful of years at somewhere close to $40 million.
Sure. Other guys in that list are going to include Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think Baker Mayfield, has a really good chance to break the bank, but he's got to do it again this year. I think there's still, it's probably unfair, and he gets fairly criticized. I get told that by some of my Baker Mayfield and Cleveland Browns buddies. But I think he's on the verge. I don't think they're doing it right now, and so that means he better do it again, or the stock could go down. I mean, you run the risk of the stock going down. Josh Allen, I think, is a sure thing, man. I think we've seen the growth so much that it's just eye-popping. And what they're doing there and what he kind of now means to that organization. I think there's this connection with the city as well. And there's a real big thought, and rightfully so, that he's just going to keep getting, like, a lot better and better as we go along these next few years.
Yeah, I think with Baker Mayfield, because, he obviously hasn't reached his full potential yet, they picked up the fifth option, so they have him through 2022. But it begs the question, can you get Baker Mayfield right now at a little bit of a discount? Let's say that the Cleveland Browns go to the Super Bowl this year, and he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I mean, regardless of what the numbers look like, that means something. Just ask Joe Flacco how much that means. So I wonder if you're the Cleveland Browns right now, you're that organization, you have a lot of big-name players on that team, a lot of big contracts. I wonder if you feel the need, hey, do we get Baker signed before training camp this year, maybe get a little bit of a discount, use our powerful roster that we have in terms of personnel that looks great on paper, and say, hopefully we go to the Super Bowl and we actually got him at a discount.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to look at it. Is that it in terms of who's coming up? Lamar, Baker,
I mean,
Josh Allen?
You can obviously, there's guys like Sam Darnold, but, he is what he is right now. He's not going to earn a big contract anytime soon.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, after this year, you'll have that Kyler Murray conversation probably, right?
Yep. You're going to have
continues to trend up.
You're going to have Kyler Murray. You're going to have Justin Herbert right around the corner as well coming up. Granted, he just played his first year last year, but these conversations always take place.
Yeah, he's probably still 2 years away.
Yeah.
In that sense, out of all the young guys we just mentioned, you got to leave Mahomes out of it. Who would you buy stock in the most?
In terms, you got to buy stock in. I think it's Josh Allen by a landslide, just because he has made the growth. What he's bringing to the table. I think the ultimate boomer bust would be Lamar Jackson, because once again, he's done it more with his legs than he has with his arm. Now you've loaded up your wide receiving core, so there won't be that excuse this up and coming season. So it'll be a very telling season for Lamar Jackson. But, it shows that they want to get the deal done, before the season even starts. So you're taking a little bit of a risk there. And I think the best value is going to come from Baker Mayfield, because once again, if you can get a deal done this year before maybe they make a Super Bowl run, well, now you like that a lot if you're a Browns fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, name, image, likeness has been a big storyline, of course, across all sports. Well, the NCAA just announced a decision in the last hour in terms of policy. Now, we knew it was headed this way, but now the NCAA has some policy that they have signed off on, and they've cleared student athletes to pursue the deals. I saw somebody, I think we just saw it on TV last night on CBS 47 and Fox 30, that what's the quarterback's name at Wisconsin?
Graham Mertz.
Graham Mertz, right?
Yeah.
I think he came out with like a logo.
Yeah, he came out with a logo. I forgot what university it was on the West Coast. Oh, it was basketball. I think it was UCLA basketball possibly, where like they actually have like someone in charge of making all the players their own logo now too. So like
really?
they're going to have that. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
You just think, man, how far-reaching will this be? Some of the things that we don't even really think of. I think about the logo stuff a lot. I joke around a lot. Like, I need my own logo so I can wear it on my hat, like just boom. That's BAM or BM or whatever. I mean, that's what people do. Like, Tiger wears his own logo. Roger Federer wears his own logo. If I'm going to be big, I got to wear my own logo.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a giant flex. A huge flex on your part. But, yeah, to each their own. No, I mean, listen, whether it's
Tom Brady's got his own logo. He's wearing it. I mean, is that a flex or is that just Tom being Tom?
Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls, though, or 7, or whatever. I don't know. How many we on now? 7?
Listen,
6?
how am I supposed to get anybody else to believe in my brand if I don't?
I mean, hey, that's a valid point. I feel like there's other ways to build your brand, but if you want to wear something with your own logo on it, more power to you.
Okay, well, here's what the NCAA says. The policy provides the following guidance to college athletes, recruits, their families, and member schools. Individuals can engage in NIL activities, that's name, image, and likeness when you hear NIL, that are consistent with the law of the state where the school is located. Colleges and universities are responsible for determining whether those activities are consistent with state law. And that's a big one right now because the states are all different. What Florida says can happen is different than what Ohio says can happen, and some of the states aren't saying anything can happen. But there is a belief in college athletics that over the next year there will be some federal legislation that will be uniform across the board. We'll see if it happens. College athletes who attend a school in a state without an NIL law can engage in this type of activity without violating NCAA rules related to name, image, and likeness. So there's some clarification on that, at least according to the NCAA. Individuals can use a professional service provider for NIL activities. That's what you were just referring to, Austin, in terms of making a logo or part of the brand. Student athletes should report NIL activities consistent with state law or school and conference requirements to their school. And this is something I talked about with Nick Morrow last week, is that they're going to embrace this and they're going to work. Hey, come bring it to us so you're not violating anything. Let us know what you're doing. Just keep us up in the line of communication. And I think a lot of these schools are going to support it. So that's some of the bullet points on the policy. And this is across Division I, Division II, Division III, Austin. So Division II, Ashland University, man. I can go back and do this.
There you go, man. You can start wearing your own jersey if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
For the brand.
For the brand, of course. Speaking of, let's end the show with a little sunshine and rainbows. And shout out to Athletic Director Lee Moon, who is in his final day as a Director of Athletics in college sports. He retires today. So congratulations to Lee Moon. A little sunshine and rainbows here on a Wednesday. Need a good paying job with a flexible work schedule and benefits? A1A Solar is looking for you. $70,000, a reasonable first-year expectation. Visit A1ASolar.com. Sunshine and rainbows brought to you by A1A Solar. Hey, Austin, you had a long day. Boss man Nick had a long day. I'm going to give you the final 15 minutes off.
Appreciate that.
You got it.
Very generous of you.
Time. Maybe you can come on over here and get a detail if nobody else has.
That's not a bad idea.
I think somebody might have. Prime Carwash, thanks for having us out. Great hospitality. Check them out on San Jose Boulevard and right here on Beach Boulevard as well. Jumbo Shrimp are next. We'll do it again tomorrow. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. CGC Water has been telling you if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Still not a believer? Well, you can believe me. My family has been a happy CGC Water customer for 4 years now. Customer service is tremendous. We got our water tested. We were told about our options in financing in detail. No pressure, just information. Installation was quick, and the CGC team was there every step of the way. And we absolutely love it. Because it works. Heck, I even think my coffee tastes better because of it. And I love my coffee. A Kinetico system from CGC Water removes up to 99% of contaminants. That's clean. Schedule your free water test today